We have all heard the shocking news that took place on the 25th in Chhattisgarh, where two nuns, Sister Vandana Francis and Sister Preeti Mary, these two nuns, one is a registered nurse, one is a pharmacist. They are working in a hospital which is meant for the common people, and for which they require certain staff to help in the kitchen and so forth, because the food has to be served to the patients. And then, with full permission from their parents, they are major of age, they themselves have accepted that they would like for a better prospects, where they would get a salary, they say, reports say about 10,000, with accommodation, food and everything for a tribal girl who has had no opportunity of coming up in life. And here there were two nuns as angels who came to their help and were taking them to that they have a better life than what they have been living. And what happens? Some goon, especially a woman goon, these are reports by the Christian Forum president of Chhattisgarh, who is a wanted absconder and wanted by the court, is threatening the nuns at the police station. In the police station, where the police should be protecting, police are encouraging. What state is our country heading for? What hate? When the country cannot give you bread, they are creating emotions on hate and making people survive. So this is like, if you can't eat, there is no cake. If there is no bread, eat cake. This is state we are reaching to. And what has surprised me is when the assembly is fully going on, full blown, not a single person ever uttered this word and tried to convince the present BJP government to use its good offices at the center and get these things resolved. Everybody knows Kerala has come up in uproar. Everybody knows that many Christian groups from various states have risen up. But what we are finding in Goa, including the Bishop of Bangalore, has condemned it. You can see it here now. Now, Bishop of Bangalore has condemned it, and we are silent. The Goa Archdiocese is absolutely silent till today or till yesterday. I will come to that yesterday's circular later on. Now, why has our Bishop's house not come out and condemn this strongly? Let's keep that aside. Everybody knows that the relationship between the Bishop's house, the Cardinal, and the auxiliary bishop with this government is cordial and not hostile. And in fact, this government, under this chief minister, we all know that with a big hype of hate that was going on for the St. Francis Xavier's feast during that time, how the government cooperated and had the exposition in one of the most peaceful, orderly manners. And to that, the church has played its role. But there were three priests I had earlier mentioned who were in the forefront and who coordinated it and got the whole thing done. In fact, sometime back when the Maundy Thursday procession was not allowed in Delhi, I had raised this question and I had requested that the Goa artist takes up this matter with the chief minister and uses his good offices at the center so that this thing is not repeated. But everybody seemed to be lukewarm. I also suggested that those same three priests I don't want to name them every now and then, who are responsible to coordinate the government, should be put up. At least we all cannot do it, and speak to him. Are we sitting on such egos? What are we talking about? Is this the attitude of our church, especially the leadership of our church? So lukewarm to a situation where the whole, forget India, it's become an international issue. And we are there. Not a word is being said. Are we not aware what our God has told us, that what He would be doing to lukewarm people? The relationship between our archdiocese and, if not, and the chief minister and his government is cordial. During the Christmas season, it is the chief minister who called on the cardinal and the bishop to wish them a happy Christmas. Look at this. Even the BJP president, when he was elected, the present person, that is Damu Naik, he called on the cardinal to pay respects to him. What did he not tell him? Did he not must have told him that I am there to cooperate with you? Is this not a time that the cardinal should at least ring him up, and if so, make it public that he has said and requested him for help and intervening into this matter? When leaders of all states are approaching, members of parliaments are raising their voice, and we are totally silent. Can the cardinal deny that his relationship with the BJP president has been cordial and that he has also respected the cardinal? Look at this. Now, yesterday's date, which is being circulated today, there is a letter from Father Savio, who is very active in this type of issues, who is the head of the social justice unit of the church, has appealed for a meeting of lay people of all faiths, NGOs, on the 9th at Azad Maidan. Will it be too little, too late? Because heavens are moving, including the union minister has come on record, as per reports, that he will intervene and see that the bail is granted. So will that meeting, if they are released before the 9th, will culminate in a congratulatory meeting for having released them? What is it exactly? What are you trying to do? What is the message you are giving? Are you also lukewarm to this whole scenario when it has become an international issue and we are so silent? Father Savio, I don't blame him. Is he left to the wolves? You take it up on your own. This should have been a vibrant appeal from the church. What is happening? Because it is not concerning only our faith, it is going to affect other faiths also, including because the Hindus are more divided on caste than on religion. Then it will enter there. So we talk of having inter-religious faith at St. Francis Xavier during the novenas. Where is that? Now should have been an appeal to the inter-religious people leaders to come out as one unit. But that is not happening. Why? Many have asked me, what is this relationship between our religious leaders and the BJP ministers? What is it? Is it to cover up our skeletons? Not to reach out to them? To use their good offices? And they have been showing, whether you like it or not. St. Francis Xavier's exposition is a clear-cut example how they have cooperated. They have a lot of hidden agendas. To be in power, they will do anything, and anybody will do anything. That including religious leaders do anything. Where are the religious leaders? They talk about creation. They are more worried about the creatures rather than the most intelligent creation of God. Whether they are nuns, they are priests, they are birds, they are maulanas, whoever it is. How can you treat such people? It is literally a traumatic situation for them. Will our leaders, religious leaders, open their eyes and come out? Or are they so worried about our skeletons that they don't want to talk? Even to ask for help, you're worried. And our legislatures, 40 of them, how secular they are. What are they? According to them, secularism is no taking side for any faith. That's what they have proved. They're not uttered a word. We strongly condemn this legislatures and this act under the BJP government at Chhattisgarh, who also made a statement that they are being prosecuted for child trafficking. What a serious charge statement made by the Chief Minister of the state, encouraging the police to go in the same line. Definitely, there will be an intervention from God and things will happen. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe.